insulation business, guys? If that is the case, then this is the tea. I'm gonna quickly describe to you how to do so effectively without you being like a process prisoner, and so this way you get more clients for your brick and mortar business, your installation business. And it's funny, let me tell you a story before I give you the tea, guys. And trust me, guys, if you listen through all the way through this tea, believe me, you're gonna get so many clients, guys. You're gonna come back to me again and again and gonna be like, oh my god, I want more tea. And I'm gonna be like, I bet. Sheesh. All right, look, before I talk about insulating attics, let me kind of tell you a story about how I used to work for an insulation company, and the insulation company had to do with foam. They were spray foam manufacturer. They would have all sorts of machines that allow you to spray foam, and would have like they literally build them, and and also they would have their entire staff of people, like literally like consultants and all sorts of other folks, service technicians, spraying foam in attics and all sorts of places. And I was hired at some point as a consultant to help them build one of those spray foam machines. And boy, oh boy, did I learn a lot about the foam industry in general as a whole. But that's not why I'm creating this, kind of workshop. Businesses who are being like literally struggling to get leads, struggling to get new clientele, and not getting the results that you are waiting for. So guys, look, this is fairly easy, but before I talk about like how to do this, let me continue with a spray foam story. So when I started doing consulting for a spray foam company, I was like, man, you know what? They had such a fire project. They wanted for me to figure out a way for how to like secure a bunch of spray foam machines that would be just like on the trucks, and those trucks would be traveling to Canada and Europe and like US, all over United States and Canada, and they wanted me to secure those trucks and make it more efficient. And of course, I did that. It was fairly easy for me to figure out how to secure everything. I'm not gonna go into too much details, but the bottom line is, like, I created a little app that combined, like allows you to track where the spray foam trucks are, and coordinated all the activities with a bunch of other engineers in Silicon Valley, and we got this project going, and boom, the bottom line is it was a successful project. But this is where the tea comes. This is where I learned so much from that, gave me the wings of freedom to do other things from this spray foam project. What I learned is that a lot of businesses out there who are looking for foam, specifically for spray foam services, they're looking for, obviously, like the price factor does matter. If you have some machinery, definitely matter as well. And if you have any, like, if you can be in front of them, in front of your customers, then of course, you win. You get more leads. But like, I was trying to figure it out at that point while I was working as a consultant. I was trying to figure out, well, how do I reach out to those spray foam individuals, spray foam trucks? How do I get them to, like, how do I get those customers to come to me, etc., to my clientele at that point? And I figured out some interesting marketing strategies that makes it super easy, guys, super easy for you to get ahead of the game. And that does have to do with what do you call it, with the interactive games, guys. So what we're doing, we're building interactive games. Those games, guys, makes it super easy to gamify your installation business. So if you have installation attic business, it makes it super easy for you to get in front of the correct customers. The way we make that happen is by gamifying your business. And if you wanted to learn more how we do that, it's fairly easy. All you need to do, guys, is register on our site called Hypism. And what we do, we connect you with a gamified cohort of people who promote your installation, attic installation business. Now, the cool part, the types of tricks that we use are different from individual people who are promoting it. The reason why they're different is because we do everything in gamified cohorts. And those gamified cohorts include people who are very strategic, working together with one another to produce results. And of course, like how do you gamify installation business? So what we do, we create those smart sales pages, and those smart sales pages have all those different elements, those unique elements that makes it easy for you to get in front of your audience. And your audience there, so you could think of a smart sales page. In fact, I already dropped it for you guys on the YouTube channel. You could see an example of that. But basically, it's a quiz that we present right in front of people. In that quiz, they take that quiz, your audience, and of course, we also target those audience. We position those smart pages in front of the audiences using all sorts of socials like TikTok, Threads, LinkedIn, etc., Nextdoor. And also what we do, we make it super easy for you guys to get in front of, like literally to get those people in front of your page, your smart page. But that smart page has a little like a risk score indicator that literally tells people, look what happens if you don't insulate your attic, and determine your risk score, health risk score, if you don't insulate your attic. So it's positioned in a way that is strategic, in a way that has all of those psychological elements built in that makes people take a quiz, figure out are they being part of that risk factor? Are they high risk individuals from having all sorts of problems because they haven't insulated the attic? Or then so the bottom line is they take the quiz, and it's an interactive fun quiz, and then they get like a little appointment booking window. And when they book an appointment, boom, it's smooth sailing. And what we do is set everything up, those book appointment systems in combination with those gamified smart pages. And of course, we connect you with our cohort of people who use different types of socials, different types of automations, different tools to promote your business, your insulation, attic insulation business across multiple socials. So guys, that's how it works. And if you're interested in learning more, send an email to info@hypeism.com. And I promise you guys, it's gonna be smooth sailing, guys. All you do is send an email to info@hypeism.com, guys. And it will be easy. It will be easy. You're gonna get a response, auto reply back. Just make sure that you pick the Feudal Lord option. If you're an installation company, just make sure when you send an email to info@hypeism.com, you select the Feudal Lord option, okay? Freedom Founder, there's like 3 options: Feudal Lord, Freedom Founder, and just browsing. So pick the Feudal Lord option and go through like a bunch of questions. And what we do, we allow businesses like yours get listed on our platform on Hypeism, and make it super easy for you to stand out in front of customers. And also, if you wanted to get promoted by the cohort of individuals, we provide that option to you guys as well. So is now we do have verification, business verification. Worth it because you could control the costs for how you want your installation business marketed. And you could be like, you know what, I want to put some like 100 Hypeism coins into my wallet, and then you get a bunch of Freedom Founders doing all sorts of tricks with automations, and where you don't really have to educate them or anything like this. They're already educated, and basically we just place them inside of the cohort and they start producing those results. Now this is different than buying like meta ads or anything like this and burning your money. Why? Because with those Freedom Founders, what we do, when we build specific automations explicitly designed for those games, those social games that Freedom Founders play. And inside of those automations, we bake in all sorts of reasonings for your brands, minimizing chances for those Freedom Founders doing anything damaging for your brand. And by doing that, they follow our automations. They get guided by AI avatars, and your installation business starts humming along, guys. How far is that? Now, some of you be like, yo, I don't know if it's fire for my installation business. I never heard of anything like this. Guys, this is the reason why like things are changing rapidly. It's no longer enough for you to be only like using meta ads or anything like this. Your competitors are using that already, and trust me guys, they are burning a hole in their wallet. But by leveraging Hypeism, you get the gamified cohort, access to gamified cohort. Plus, we also have discounted offers for both freedom founders and business owners. That makes it even more easier for folks to have like a reason to join. Plus, we also promote our feudal lords across with our newsletter. And of course, guys, if you wanted custom packages, we provide that custom packages as well, where you buy a bunch of hours, and we provide dedicated services specifically that go outside of those cohorts. Sometimes there's those gray zones, and some of those gray zones we handle with a package of hours. So you could always contact us and get package of hours from our sales rep, and we will do a great job in getting your attic installation company seen, and make sure that you get very good results. Because at the end of the day, guys, like we want to make sure you make money, because if you make money, our cohort of people also make money. So it's no brainer for us to produce very good results. And that's all I wanted to say. And that's it, guys. If you're interested in learning more, send an email to info@hypeism.com.